Joe. You know
what he said to me? He said to me, he was describing the first time he was your sparring partner. And he said, you know, Cuss said to him, just get over there, get in line or whatever. And 3 or 4 guys were ahead of him. And they go in the ring with you, and you knocked every one of them down. And he said, my legs were shaking, my knees were, he said, I had to get in the ring. He said, and you hit him a punch in the chest. He said it was like lightning struck in his chest. He said he felt it all through his
never told me that.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He never told me that.
And then he said, but I didn't go down. I didn't go down. And he said, you called him the baddest white man on the planet. The toughest white man on the planet. He was great.
Listen, you got to see, listen. If you want to see some gangster characteristics, you need to see Joey in Birmingham, England.
Yeah.
The whole stuff. Yeah, the whole. He's the dog.
Yeah. He loves you, man. He told me a story about how well you treated his mom and everything, and really appreciated that. He had a lot of great things to say about you too, Tom.
Well, best part about Joe is he came up to Catskill, New York, and there's trials and there's tribulations. And Joe became one of the boys.
Hello everyone. I think I got one last hurrah in me. I haven't fought in over 20 years. John Fury is my friend and he's a good fighting man. Same as myself, a good fighting man. And I think the two of us would have a great boxing match. Out in Saudi, let's show them YouTubers and them Saudi royals how 2 old warriors can perform.
Somebody that I've recently met, but I've watched him on a lot of films, and well, he's a man Mike Tyson called the toughest white man on the planet, Mr. Joe Eagan. How are you doing?
Great, nice to see you again. Thank you. Well, any knowledge that I have of the sport has been beaten into me anyway. Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis beat any knowledge into me of the sport.
Well, I wouldn't like either of them beating me, most definitely not.
It was an honour to share the ring with them. You know, if you're going to get battered, you might as well get battered by the best. I've been battered by the best of my era.
I don't know, mate. To me, Mike Tyson, as I've told you before, but a hero of mine. He'll always be the best in my mind.
Do you know something? I think with his punch power, he could have lived in any era. You know, he had a phenomenal punch and speed to deliver it. He wasn't
tricky as well.
Yeah, he had phenomenal movement. But his power and the speed to deliver that power with was second to none. Yeah. You know, and I think he could have lived in any era. I think Muhammad Ali, though, to me, was the greatest of all time. Not just the greatest to enter a boxing ring, but probably one of the greatest men to enter the world. You know,
he broke down so many barriers as well, not just in sport, in race relations, in sport, everything really.
Boxing was very, very lucky to have Muhammad Ali. Boxing was privileged to have such a great, you know, and God rest him. Heaven's got him now.
Yeah, sad. Not just a boxer, very much an entertainer, and I think he drew a lot of people into the sport that that didn't know about it. He was such a showman.
Boxing, bare knuckle boxing, it is the entertainment industry.
Very much so.
You know, and when you're boxing or when you're bare knuckle fighting, you're going to get hits, and that's the entertainment part of the sport.
Yeah.
Getting hit. The art of the sport is not getting hit. You know, bare knuckle boxing is the art of self-defense.
Very much
but
so.
The fans want to see people getting hit, and they want to see pain.
Yep.
They want to see pain in a man's face when he gets hit, and it is the pain game. But at the end of the day, it's a sport. There's nothing personal. It's a sport, and the modern day gladiators. Years ago, gladiators went into the ring with a spear and a shield and a sword. Now they go into a ring with bandages.
Yeah,
it's a fight.
It's one of the things I love about bare knuckle boxing in particular is the whole sort of there's a camaraderie and a respect, which I find more than a lot of other combat sports.
Well, bare knuckle boxing is where the origins of boxing was bare knuckle boxing. You know, going back to the original roots, bare knuckle boxing. Then Lord Lonsdale, Queensberry rules came about because of bare knuckle boxing.
Right.
And so they're going back full circle.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, bare knuckle boxing first and foremost gives you self-respect. Then it gives you respect for another man. And when you can pummel each other, punch each other, hurt each other the way they hurt themselves, and then embrace at the end of a fight, and hug, and speak warm words of affection and respect. There's no sport like it in the world.
There's not.
There's no sport like it in the world. And to be part of it, to get to judge it, to get to commentate on it, it was, like I said, it was a privilege for me.
Yeah. I think that very much myself, doing the commentary, but, it was great to have you there. Is there any particular fights of that night that stuck out in your mind, or?
Oh, there was 2 or 3 fights that I really enjoyed. Ricky Nelder against Gypsy Boy McCrory.
Brilliant one, that's
I really enjoyed that fight. To me, I thought it was a draw. It was a great fight.
Yeah.
Gypsy Boy McCrory won the first round, and Ricky won the third round. So the middle round, a draw. So the fight overall was a draw. But like I said to Gypsy Boy McCrory, the fans are going to get to see it again. They're going to get to be involved in another great fight, because the rematch will be even better, I think.
I think it will be. A fantastic fight.
And I think Gypsy Boy McCrory, when he landed the uppercut in the first round, he landed a powerful uppercut. Ricky took a powerful shot.
Didn't he?
He took a powerful shot. He stood, it stopped him in his tracks. And I knew then, and I think Ricky knew then, that he couldn't stand toe-to-toe with Gypsy Boy McCrory. So he went on the back foot, and he used lateral movement, he used speed, he used side movement, he used different angles. And I think that's what got him through the second round and got him to win the third round.
Yeah.
Gypsy Boy McCrory is the type of man that wants to fight you in a phone box. He wants to be up close and very personal. He's a big, powerful man. Both of them are powerful men.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be on the end of a right hand from either of them.
That uppercut was something else,
mate. Oh,
that would have
fantastic.
That would have put a lot of men away.
Listen,
a lot of tough men away.
Mike Tyson's best punch was an uppercut.
Yeah.
And if you can get that uppercut on properly, and Gypsy Boy McCrory got that uppercut on properly, it hit Ricky Nelder flush on the chin. I was ringside, I seen it. Actually, it shuddered him. It didn't just stop him in his tracks, actually shuddered him. It shook him to the bones. It shook him to the bones. And for a man not to go down from that, not to even go to one knee from that, it's a testimony to that man's strength of character, strength of will to win, strength of desire, strength of heart. Yeah. There's lots of ways to put it, And for McCrory to land a shot like that, and to know that that man has took that shot, he has respect for that man.
Very much so.
He has respect. And they did at the end of the fight. They laughed and they joked. And I think a draw was a fair decision. It was a fantastic fight for anybody that was there, for anybody that's got to see it. I can't wait for the rematch.
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Would you have, if times were sort of different, how do you think you would have got on in Bare Knuckle Boxing?
I was never a puncher. I never had a big punch.
Yeah.
And I think I probably would have got hurt, to tell you the truth. I would have been severely hurt. I took a lot of punishment when I was boxing from big punches, but I had the luxury of a glove.
Yeah.
When you got hit, the way I got hit, I needed a glove.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I wouldn't have had a long career in bare knuckle fighting, bare knuckle boxing. No, not a chance. I cut a lot. I got a lot. After one of my fights, I got 64 stitches after one of the fights. I fought Carlton Headley, went on to be the Gladiator Raider. Big, powerful man. I won the fight on points. It was in the King's Hall. It was on my first time ever at a world title fight, and I boxed on Dave Boy McCauley's bill. He fought Lewis Curtis, the American, and I fought. What did I say his name was? Carlton Headley, went on to be Gladiator Raider, and like I said, I got 64 stitches after the fight. I won the fight. But
it stays with you when you're boxing.
Yeah, the thing is, to get cut like that with a glove, it doesn't bode well to be getting hit with just a bandage on your hand. So I don't think I would have had I would have liked him to give it a go. I'm a fighter. I would have liked him to give it a go, maybe 1 or 2 fights and see how I've done. But I know after watching that show on the Newcastle night, and I saw the way the guys were getting cut, and I saw the way their cheeks were getting caved in, I needed the glove.
You can't say it fairer than that.
The bigger the better the glove. I really needed a pillow. I wanted him to hit me.
That's what I would say, big boxing gloves like that.
That's what I wanted, yeah.
Somebody I've always sort of looked at in, probably not now, but I think Mike Tyson would have done pretty well in bare knuckle. What do you think? You know a lot better than anyone.
When you've got the power, see, that's what I never had. I never had that power. I couldn't stop. See the way Gypsy Boy McCrory stopped Ricky and shook him to the bone? That's power, right? I never had that power. I never had that concussive power. I had a decent shot. You know, had a good jab and a decent right hand.
I wouldn't let you take a shot off you.
And a decent shot. But the thing is, Tyson's power. See what he could do to a man with a glove on. Pardon me. Imagine what he could do with just a bandage on. If they were counting 1, 2, 3 with the glove on, they'd have been counting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with the bandage on. You know, he's just a phenomenal puncher.
Yeah.
You know, imagine Nigel Benn. You got men. You know, the list is endless. Nassim Hamed, a natural puncher. Mike Tyson, a natural puncher.
We've seen Nazim.
You understand, when you've got that type of power, when you can put men to sleep,
Yeah.
when you've got the cure for insomnia, when you can put a man to sleep with a punch, the opponent is fortunate that you've got a glove on. The opponent is unfortunate if you've only got a bandage on. I always believe punches are born. You know, you can work on your tricep, you can work on your bicep, you can work on your stance, you can work on all different things. When you see the likes of Nassim Hamed trying to punch from a strange angle and knocking a man out, Nigel Benn knocking him out with either hand, Mike Tyson launching them, they're natural punches.
Yeah.
And I believe a natural puncher is born.
Well, I could sit and talk to you all day, Joe, but I think they're trying to pack up. Thank you very much. It's great seeing you again. I've got to say, one of the most genuine, nice guys involved in boxing I've ever met. Thank you, Joe.
Very much. Thank you.